I had dealt with an ex that had addiction problems, and then I realized Steven had addiction problems. He was wrestling with a lot inside himself, and he was trying to self-medicate and cope with all those feelings because he didn't want to put it on anyone.
I thought you said you knew he
Watch
had...
this.
I am doing everything I
Watch
can
this.
all day still. I loved him more than anything.
Watch this.
He could have stayed and been
Don't say
Listen
that
to
shit.
helped.
Don't say
Listen
that.
to
Want
Steven
this,
left,
Steven
though.
would want the family to see his...
Hey, it's okay. You
Do
don't
you
understand
realize
that?
that Steven left? So when you say this is what Steven
What you mean
would
Steven
want,
left? Hold on. What do you mean?
Y'all ready? Here it is, right here.
Steven Twitch Boss's brother speaks out again after leaking a phone call of Twitch's widow Allison Holker, forcing his family to sign NDAs to attend his funeral. Manny takes to his Instagram story posting a pic of him and Twitch together on the Ellen show with a caption that reads, "The truth is out there. Doesn't matter what happens from here on out. The lies had to be stopped. The abuse towards his mother had to be known. The lies in an attempt to destroy his image and name had to be stopped by revealing the true identity of the person behind the mask. I don't care what anyone thinks at all. This was my friend. This was a good man that helped millions. He showed love to my children, never wanted credit. Just a good person. It had to be done. Her people can come after me. I don't care at all. One thing that will be forever known is that I proved that I was a true friend. To those that understand where I'm coming from, I love you. Thank you for standing up for what's truly right. Those that don't, God bless you, and I hope you and those you love never have to go through what this man and his family have gone through and are going through, not only behind closed doors, but now in the public." Steven Twitch Boss's mother, Connie Boss Alexander, takes to her Instagram to defend her son's honor against his widow, Allison Holker. She writes in a post, "Our family is absolutely appalled by the misleading and hurtful claims made about my son, Steven Boss. The recent publications spreading untruths about Steven have crossed every line of decency. As his mother, I will not let these accusations go unanswered. We will not stand by while his name and legacy are tarnished. He doesn't deserve this, and the kids don't deserve this. For the last 2 years have remained quiet and away from the public eye to protect my family. My primary focus has been on healing and attempting to remain connected to my grandchildren. But when I read these dreadful claims about my baby, our beloved Steven, I realized I could not stay silent any longer. Our family will ensure his name and memory are protected, and we committed to defending his honor. Connie Boss Alexander, stand for Steven Boss Family United, SLB LSLB." Another close friend of DJ Twitch, Comfort Fidoke, speaks out, blasting Twitch's widow Allison Holker after her disgraced interview with People. Fidoke takes to her Instagram with a post that reads, "If you truly loved your late husband, our Steven Laurel Boss, even if there were challenges with his family, basic decency and compassion would compel you to show respect, especially if you claim he was fighting an addiction you didn't even know about while he was alive. Wouldn't love call for concern and communication with his family rather than airing it all out in a magazine? What's the real motive here? Awareness or attention? Steven isn't here to defend himself, yet his name continues to be dragged through the mud. Love doesn't look like this, but manipulation and marketing for personal gain does. As Courtney said in Lil Echo, stick to your own demons. For too long, Lev stayed silent, quietly supporting the family even as watched this all unfold. Signing NDAs under the guise of protecting his name only enabled you to twist the narrative. But now enough is enough. Since Steven's passing, your actions have been nothing short of questionable. Within 48 hours, you changed your last name from Boss back to Holker on Instagram, hired a defense attorney, and altered your story about Steven's whereabouts. What is the purpose of all of this? What good does it do to disrespect Steven's family, especially his mother? I've heard the conversations firsthand, the disrespect, the dismissal, the unbelievable behavior toward the woman who gave him life. How could someone who claims to love him treat his family this way? When Steven passed, I heard the devastating news from everyone but you. I messaged, it called, and was left unread to this day. You didn't even tell me about the funeral. I had to assert myself to ensure I was there because the family and our closest friends wanted me by their side. Steven and I shared a bond that was genuine, honest, and unshakable. Since his death, I've watched his children be isolated from an entire side of the family. My heart aches for them because they deserve love, unity, and the full picture of who their father was. Still have hope that reconciliation is possible, but carrying out the truth is necessary for that to happen. Steven and I, along with several others, got matching tattoos real, ever. It was a bond that symbolized loyalty, and unity, keeping us locked in no matter what. That's the kind of person Steven was, someone who valued those connections deeply. To see that bond disrespected in how you've handled his legacy is beyond heartbreaking. Steven was one of the most mindful, respectful, and loyal people I've ever known. If the roles were reversed, he would never exploit personal battles or share intimate details of someone he loved, especially not for profit or attention. Love means protecting those battles, even in death, and carrying their struggles as your own, not using them as a platform. Steven's death is a devastating and unresolved tragedy. The man I knew had plans for his life, plans filled with hope and purpose that didn't align with what has been portrayed. Something about all of this has felt off from the very beginning. If you've ever had that same feeling, you're not alone. Steven was a beautiful soul, but one who was trapped in a facade. And now in hindsight, it's painfully clear. He was living with the enemy. Essence magazine recently did a tribute to DJ Twitch in response to his wife trying to tarnish his name. They write in a post, "Steven Twitch Boss, you made us feel every beat, every step, and every smile. You made us groove and laugh like we were your best friends in the room. Your love for dance wasn't just seen, it was felt deeply. Let those who tried to tarnish your name remember this. We knew who you were and whose you were. Thieves can never steal and dim the light of a champion. May every tongue that rise against you fall on deaf ears. Now take that to the bank and cash it. Rest easy, knowing your magic lives on through every 8 count. Till we meet again on the dance floor, keep grooving, King." Katie Paulson, another close friend of DJ Twitch, blasts his wife Allison Holker in response to an interview she recently did with Richard's Lives by Sophie, speaking on the death of Twitch. Paulson posted a clip of the interview with a caption that reads, "Allison was mad at Steven for dying and leaving her in a bind. Never once in any interview do I hear Allison offer practical advice. Get a lawyer, draft a will, get a trust set up, hire a probate lawyer to help you prepare for the unexpected. Every interview is just, I'm so strong and strength is my superpower. Advocacy means putting yourself aside and putting your story aside to help others get the resources and help she needs. I have yet to listen to a single interview where she advocates for Steven. She says he left me. He made a bad choice. He really left me in a bind. He chose to leave. He took the easy way out. If your wife spoke to you like that, would you tell her anything?"
Fortunately, I had a lot of work on my own and he had a lot of work on his own, but we also did a lot together. And so as I was grieving and trying to be, patient with myself and also being a good parent to my 3 children and guiding them through their grief, I was taking business meetings the very next day. And having to hear about taxes that were owed or contracts that need to be rewritten. And it was really tough. But I was like, you know what? No one else is going to be able to do this for me, especially now.
Yeah.
And we've already lost so much. I can't lose that.
Yeah.
And so I took that role and I said, you know what? This is actually what's going to help me survive. Mm-hmm. Doing a to-do list is me.
Yeah.
Right. I'm like, I am a to-do list person. Mm-hmm. I love my day planner. I love writing my goals out. And I was like, you know what? This is really, really hard, but I think this is a gift from the universe. Being like, you need to fix this and it's going to help you back. I was not going to be a person that grieves first and then does it after.
Yeah.
As I can't lose more. So literally I was taking meetings and Zoom meetings and conference calls and the day after having to figure everything out. And he left me in a bit of a bind, honestly. And I had to allow some brands or some opportunities that were in the works, I had to let some of them go. Mm-hmm. And I had to be grateful that I had the chance to talk with those people and also understand that what they received was not what they signed up for.
Yeah.
We were always the happy-go-lucky couple with a beautiful family. And now when people saw me at that moment, they saw sadness. Mm-hmm. And that's not what brands were looking for.
Yeah.
I kind of became unhireable for a moment. And contracts that were existing were like, that's not what we signed up for.
Yeah.
And I had to be like, I understand. Because it's also not what I signed up for. So I can't be mad at them. I understood just so much. But then unfortunately, he left it on me to take care of.
Yeah.
It honestly made me a little angry at times at him, a little mad. Not only for, an outrageous decision that was made, but I didn't even know this was going on. And I learned a lot in those couple of weeks, and I feel it built me to be the strongest version of myself. We bought a new home, and that became our sanctuary. It was like the final step to our healing, where now we could leave that in the past, and we could finally take a step forward for each other. And it became freedom. It became a place for us to find solace and create new memories and new beginnings and fresh starts. And everyone kind of felt like a weight was lifted off of our shoulders. But it's a very big...
The power of care in my own life through the incredible relationship I have with my mom. You know, my mom always let me know that there isn't anything I couldn't do, you know, besides coming home after curfew. Sorry, Mom. But when it came to dancing, you know, I feel like I started a lot later than a lot of people do. So I always felt like I was playing a game of catch up. So my mom got me my first video camera so I could actually watch myself practice and critique myself and get better. And the way that she took notice of how serious I was about getting better and how dedicated I was to dance, it just made it the perfect gift. And as a matter of fact, that care that went into giving that gift made the Twitch that you know today. And everywhere that I dance and try to spread smiles and spread joy is a byproduct of that care. So I love you, Mom. Thank you. And y'all, the world needs more stories to inspire care. So make sure you share your story in the power of care.